Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
Connor, Steven, welcome to Popternative. Thank you so much for your time.
It's a pleasure.
Steven, I'm really excited to ask you this question. You could totally answer this in regards to what we kind of see happen in Rogue Heroes. What is the best thing about being a storyteller?
Oh, wow. Telling stories is the obvious answer, but being able to write the story of these gigantic characters, especially in Rogue Heroes, these huge, gigantic characters that change the course of history, and feel that you are a bit of a part of getting that story out there and creating the myth and hopefully affecting the way people think about things like good and bad and right and wrong and bravery and cowardice, and just being part of the cultural narrative is a privilege. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely. Now, Connor, my question for you is, when I'm watching this show, first thing that kind of comes to mind is terms of, wow, how I can't even imagine the learning experiences kind of making this. Because I feel like, if you've been on so many sets, there's always going to be learning experiences, no matter how long you've been on a set for. What were specific learning experiences for you as an actor working on Rogue Heroes?
There was great experiences I had. I mean, the main thing that I learned from this project was to let go of control and to just be present, because there was so much going on. It was difficult. There was times where we would literally be hiding under the shade, all cast and crew. They would call action, we would scupper out, we would do the scene, and we would retreat back again. And the only way you can get through that is you learn to laugh and you learn to let go. And that was by far the biggest learning experience I had doing this project.
Oh, absolutely. There is a lot of, I feel like, and for people that have seen the trailer as well, Steven, there is, because I feel like these characters, like you said, they're so complex. There's a lot happening. It's got some kind of witty moments and everything. This is like a genre-bending show in a lot of regards, in my opinion. Do you agree with me on that a little bit?
Yeah, I am always in favor of bending genres or ignoring genres, because I'm a big believer that no one lives their life as a genre. No one lives their life as a tragedy or a comedy or anything else. It's a mix of all. And each day you go through every single genre. So I think anything that you write shouldn't really be restricted by a genre.
And your character, Connor, is kind of thrown in this situation. He's got a lot of personality, kind of has to adapt to all these situations. What's your favorite thing specifically about this character that people are going to see on Epix?
Just about how flawed he is. I mean, he is a flawed hero, if ever you've seen one. And he's his own worst enemy. David Stirling's biggest thing is getting out of his own way. Yeah. And that was the funnest part about playing him. It was definitely such a joy to kind of embody that nature of someone who, as Stephen's great dialogue says, is a work of his own fiction, whereas writing his own fiction. He does it all with a wink and a smile.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Rogue Heroes is premiering November 13th on Epix, gentlemen. It was an honor and privilege to speak with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.